Hey guys, Kevin from Subispeed. We have the WRX up in the air today, and we're going to be replacing the motor mounts with some stiffer ones to get some better power transfer and efficiency. Now, when it comes to motor mounts, you have a couple different choices to choose from. You have the Torque Solution, Megan Racing, SCI, and Parent. We're going to be going with the Parent solid mount since it is one of the more aggressive options, and this is our race car, but it's really up to you to decide which one is best for your situation. Now, before I get into the install, I want to say that this is going to be more for the advanced do-it-yourselfers that have the correct tools like a lift and an engine or transmission jack. If you don't have those tools or you don't have much experience, you may want to have someone else do this for you. Otherwise, you risk damaging something or getting yourself hurt. That being said, car's up in the air, so let's get started. First step is going to be removing your splash guard and skid plate. We've had the splash guard removed on this car ever since I can remember, so all we have to do is remove the skid plate, which is held on by 4 12mm bolts. Next, you want to remove the two 14mm nuts that are holding your transmission mount to the subframe. We have the Parent transmission mount installed right now, so these are bolts, but you get the idea. Once you have your transmission mount bolts removed, you want to go ahead and remove the intermediate pipe to your exhaust, which is going to be the section after this J-pipe here. We have the Motive J-pipe installed, which is a little bit different, so I'm going to go ahead and remove the whole thing. Once you have your intermediate pipe removed, you're going to look for the two 14mm nuts that are holding in your motor mounts. They're right above the sway bar. Go ahead and remove those, and then you're going to remove 4 bolts that are holding in this steering rack cover, as well as 8 bolts that are holding the steering rack brackets in place on both sides. Once you have all those removed, you're going to grab your steering rack and pull down, and that's going to give you a little bit of leeway for the engine to move up. Now, this next step is going to depend on a few factors. Now, if you're stock, you're going to want to remove the 12mm bolt that is holding the pitch stop mount to the firewall, and then you're also going to want to take a look at if you have any aftermarket parts that are going to interfere when the engine is jacked up. You want to go ahead and remove those parts, like any intercooler piping or aftermarket intakes, or if you have an aftermarket pitch stop mount, you want to remove that as well. Once you've made sure that nothing is going to interfere when you're jacking the engine up, you want to get the jack right under the front of the transmission, and this is where you're going to jack the engine up. You want to go up about 4 inches to give you enough room to get to the motor mount bolts. Once you have the engine jacked up, there are two 14mm bolts holding in each motor mount. We're going to start off in the front. If you look through the opening in your headers, you're going to see where we are going to remove the front bolts. So go ahead and remove both front bolts. Once you have the front bolts removed, we're gonna move back to the rear, and you're gonna go through this opening here, and you're gonna find the rear bolt of the motor mount. You can go ahead and remove that. Once you have that bolt released from the block, you're gonna have to maneuver the engine mount out through the back. And there you go. Do that to both sides, then we can get the new ones in. Once you have your stock motor mounts uninstalled and out of the way, you can get your new ones in place. You want to make sure they're on the correct side. You're going to reuse the 2 OEM bolts. Start off in the front, and then in the rear, Perrin provides spacers to use in between the engine and the motor mount. You want to make sure the flat surface of those spacers is facing the rear of the car so they install properly. Torque those down. I'll have the torque specs down in the description below so you can check those out. And then all that's left to do is lower your engine down, use the 2 provided bolts to bolt the motor mounts to the subframe, and then get everything put back together. All right, well, there we go, guys. If you're looking to get the most performance out of your car, you definitely want to upgrade those mounts. Since we are stiffening up those engine mounts, some added NVH is to be expected, which is noise, vibration, and harshness. But for most of you guys, that trade-off for the performance upgrade is definitely worth it. So if you wanted to pick up some mounts for yourself, go and click on the top right-hand corner of the video. If you guys have any questions at all, feel free to email us, sales@subispeed.com. Or give us a ring, 888-885-2002. And as always, don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos on your 2015 WRX or STI. Remember to hit that subscribe button for more 2015 WRX and STI videos. If you haven't already, let us know in the comment section down below what other videos you'd like to see. Click that Subispeed logo down there to visit our website and connect with us through Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. We love seeing your guys' installs and projects that you're working on, so feel free to share those. Also add us on Snapchat by scanning that ghost over there to see what kind of shenanigans we're up to in the shop or when we're out on a trip. And if you haven't already done so, check out our latest videos. Till next time, guys.